Okay, we'll start with Tim if everyone's happy.
Hi Michael, you okay?
Hello, are you okay? Yep.
Great start on Wednesday night. First of all, do you expect to be in charge on Sunday again, and what have you been told by the club?
Yeah, so we've had, I've been having clear communication every day with Victor, and expect to be in charge on Sunday.
It is a quick turnaround, so will it be the same approach to this game on Sunday, or do you expect it to become maybe more of a tactical battle given the fact that you're playing each other so quickly?
Yeah, it's a bit of an unusual situation playing back-to-back games, but like before, there may be one and two tweaks, but nothing we can change majorly with the time we have with the players. They're in a 7-game week. They're in a three game over 7 days, so it's about recovery and regeneration. But if we can get some work done in terms as well tomorrow and a bit of shape, yeah, maybe.
How have the players responded to you and your team over the course of the last few days, and how special will it be for you on Sunday to lead this team out at a packed Elland Road in such a high-profile game?
The players are amazing. They're a good group of players to work with. They're hard working, they're honest, and they've responded really, really well. And all the staff, even the medical staff, Rob Price's staff, the coaching staff, they've all been brilliant. Elland Road is a special place, I know that, and the fans, we're going to need the fans up behind us. It's going to be a tough game, but it'll be a pleasure and honour to take the team at Elland Road for sure.
Hi Michael. Firstly, there was quite a few, we know the long-term injuries, but what can you tell us more about the likes of Mark Rocker, Liam Cooper, even Willie Nyonto the other day, Louis Sinisterra, and obviously Pascal Strout? Are they going to be involved this weekend, and if not, why not?
Okay, so the long-term injuries are progressing well. They're the same. Pascal got concussion, so the medical team are following the concussion protocol, so he'll miss the game Sunday, which is the right decision. Liam and Mark we're still assessing, and we'll see if we can get them involved on Sunday, so that's taking a bit of time. And Lewis was a slightly different injury, but we'll think he'd be okay, but we're still going to assess whether it's too early for him for Sunday.
Are you able to say what those injuries are to those three?
Just some, slight muscle injuries really. So for me it's about protecting players first and foremost, so we don't want to take any risk with any players. This is a long season and we need to look after them.
Okay. How much individual coaching have you managed with players? I mean, you'll know some of the younger ones, Crescentia, what have you, but some of the senior players, have you managed to speak to them individually and coach them individually now?
I think in such a busy week, most of the individual coaching is conversations with the players around video and around clips and around the slight tactical changes that we might want or don't want, and have had good meetings with all the players and good meetings with all the leadership group, and it's been brilliant.
What's your footballing philosophy then, Michael? I mean, I know you're not going to make wholesale changes, but obviously you've got your ideas how the game should be played, and how are you getting those across and what are? I
enjoy winning. I enjoy scoring goals. Hopefully you can see that, and to be brave and to be aggressive and take the game to the opposition, and without giving too much tactical philosophy away, Adam. I think you can see that.
Which players have responded really well to you, would you say, senior players, and helped you?
All of them. All of them are helping. All of them. What's really good is all the senior players are helping the younger players. In these times of change, some of the senior players have gone through this before, and it helps the younger players to be calm and relaxed and deal with the change as well. So it's all about we in this moment.
You always come across as a humble guy, Michael, but have you had to be a bit more forceful and adapt some of your personality at all to deal with what is obviously a pressure situation at the moment?
It depends what you mean by forceful. If that means making strong decisions, then I have no problem with that. Having been calm and polite with senior players to make strong decisions, I think I'm a strong decision maker. So shouting and being aggressive, I don't think it needs that with pro players. It's more about making strong decisions at the right time.
Erik ten Hag was furious with the start to both halves. It probably isn't going to be the same on Sunday. How prepared are you for a bit of a different game, or certainly approach maybe from Manchester United?
I got the staff in after the game and said it was a really, really good game. We did well. The club should be proud. The fans should be proud. But it's still 1 point, and this is another chance to try and get 3 points for the club. And we have to go into this game as a fresh game and think about it in a fresh way. Whatever happened in the last game for me is now closed. The book's closed on that. We go again Sunday and we try and get 3 points.
And finally, Michael, look, we know you're in charge for Sunday, but have you had to, sort of in your mind with your staff, make a plan just in case it continues into next week as well?
No. I'm not planning for anything other than a day-to-day communication with Victor, communication with the board on a day-to-day basis. I'm just doing the best job I can do in this short time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Damien?
Hi Michael. Did
Hello.
you actually change that much in terms of how the team played at Old Trafford from how Jesse was doing things?
No, I thought, when we spoke before, I said there might be some tweaks, and I think there was some tweaks in how we approached the game and some tweaks of how we set up a structure. But there's no point in me changing that much, because there's some really good things about this team that was built before, and it's about taking those good things and maybe putting a little bit of my stamp on the team, but no.
And in terms of the job going forward, what kind of situation does the new manager inherit, do you think?
A good group, a good staff group, in a good club.
What's your take on the mental state of the group? So much has been made of that over the past year or so, but we know there's a lot of big characters in there that have been through testing times in football. So where are they at right now?
So what do you mean by mental state? What can you expand on that a little bit?
There's been a lot of talk of stress and fear in the moment, and the expectation at Elland Road playing a part. What have you found with them?
They're excited. They're excited I said to you, we were excited about going to Old Trafford and playing against Manchester United, and they're really excited to go to Elland Road and go against Manchester United again. And it's an opportunity for 3 points, and they should be excited by the moment. And hopefully, and I know the crowd will get behind the team and push the team, and everyone will be excited about the game.
Have your 21s players been involved in training for the past couple of days, and have you seen anything in them that suggests that, with you in charge, they might think there's a chance for some minutes here?
I think competition is healthy in a football club, and at times when we've needed a couple of 21s in to help us with training, they've been good, they've been professional, which is important.
Hi Michael, you okay?
Hello.
When you took the 21s job in the summer, what was your long-term ambition for your career? Do you want to be a frontline, top-flight manager? Was it a foot in the door for you, do you think?
I was asked that a lot of times, but I've always had the philosophy, look after today and tomorrow looks after itself. I just want to do the best job I can do in the moment, and through my career that's all I've ever done, and hopefully people that have worked with me or people that have led me will say good things, and that's what's most important to me.
So if you do let each day take care of itself and you continue to progress in your career and you get better and better to the point where somebody offers you a frontline Premier League job, I assume you would take it and would want to take that ambition in your forward career?
If the coach needs to match the project, in my opinion, and if it matches the projects, but I'm really happy where I am. And I mean, let me be clear. Like I said to you before, I've always been happy in the roles I've done, and I've always been happy with my own personal journey to learn. If I'm learning and I'm developing, no problem.
Thanks, Michael. Stuart?
And Michael, just in terms of your job this week, as a caretaker manager, inheriting a good squad, how much of it is coaching and how much of it is just the psychological element of bringing the best out of these players?
I think that is coaching. If I'm honest, I think the part of a head coach is to lead a group of players and a staff team to coach on and off the pitch to get players into a good place to go and perform. For me, it's all about the players and how we get them into a place to perform. So I think coaching is, we create players and not robots, and I want them to be players.
And you've touched on it slightly, but this challenge of playing a team twice in half a week, when you've had a plan that's worked very well for you in midweek, is there a temptation just to change it to pose them different questions, or to broadly go along the same lines?
Probably the biggest challenge of a head coach in these moments is to think about probably what the other head coach is going to do. A bit like a game of chess, I think, especially playing back-to-back games. That's where I have to be calm and I have to be strong in my decisions, to believe in what we can do as a team and focus on our strengths to go and impact this game.
Thank you.
Hi Michael.
Hello.
Individually, did you have to prepare yourself mentally for Wednesday night? And I guess the exposure of suddenly being on that touchline in front of a crowd like that?
think everyone's asked me that, but I think I've been preparing for 20 years. It's coaching's coaching, and I didn't take any other angle to it than that. If I can set the team up, the team can go and perform, that was my priority.
Have you enjoyed the exposure?
Loved it. Is that allowed?
It absolutely is.
Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Hi. Weston McKennie made his first start at Old Trafford, and his partnership with Tyler Adams, it sort of reminded you of what they did together for the USA against England. That must be really encouraging from Leeds' coaching staff.
Very encouraging. Very talented players. Very encouraging. When we made that decision, that was part of the thinking. That was part of the thinking, that we know they know each other and they have a great partnership on and off the pitch, and we knew we'd hoped they played as well as they did together, and we hope, we have good performances from all the players again. But a lot of thought went into that decision.
Okay, we'll do a couple for the Sundays if that's okay. If we can turn the camera.